Hey, welcome to Lab Games. I'm your host, Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
Today we're playing
Capital Campaign.
Yes, so
We're
this
doing
is
some Capital Campaign.
this one's been in our to-play pile for quite some time, and we just
Way
finally, so many things just kept coming up, but finally we got it to the table. We played a little bit. And we decided, let's just jump in and turn the cameras on, and you can watch us kind of muck through our next playthrough. So we'll see how it goes. I think there's a lot going on. So in this game, we're each taking part, taking the role of a nonprofit organization, right?
Yes.
So with your company, you're going to have company officers, some interns. You're going to be able to go out and you're going to try to lock down donors to bring you money, because again, you're a nonprofit. You're going to do some community outreach, send people out, and then try to earn basically your impact, your community impact, and see who has the greatest impact at the end of 2 years is going to be the champion.
Yes.
Capital Campaign champion.
They will be the Capital Campaign.
They will be. So, for all intents and purposes, we each chose two different companies, but they are basic, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, the alternate side of the board is a little more asymmetric.
Yes.
But these are the standard.
These are bog standard.
Yes.
So
I am the Natural History Museum.
And I am the Chamber of Commerce.
Fantastic.
But yeah, like we said, there are advanced sides of the boards that will give you like very asymmetric starts and skills throughout the game. So.
And some additional events that you'll start with.
Right, but we're just novice at this game still, so there's a lot going.
We're not very good Capital Campaigners.
Not quite yet, so we're getting there. But we want to really just demo how the game plays, and then you guys can decide, if it's something that you want to dive into, because there's a lot to unpack in this game.
Yeah, I think so.
And there's a ton going on. So I'll just go over the setup real quick.
Yep.
And then we'll jump in. So basically, you have your main game board, which has a load of action spaces, right? So this is a worker placement game.
Yeah.
So we each have a player board that represents our corporation, sort of our inventory, but most importantly, like our reputation and our board of directors, which is really interesting. Up in the left, we've got our donor cards, which are made up of two decks of stakeholders and businesses, and we'll show you the differences between those. And then up top, we're going to have events. We want to put on events, community events, host big things to get our outreach, get our reputation up, get more money in, bring the money in is what we want to do. So you can't do that without hosting events. So real quick on the player boards.
Yes.
We have our boardroom where we have the board of directors, and we all start the game with one board of directors. Up here is our officer pool. So you start the game with one director and two interns, and those interns are only here for the year, and then they're out. So we got to make best use of them when we can. We're going to have the ability to hire 4 more officers into our officer pool that all have specific sets of skills.
Yeah.
And we'll go through those as we progress in the game. So we don't start with anything but 3 donors. Really, they're our founders.
Yeah.
And with those founders, they provide us with some passive income that'll come up later,
right?
When we do some moves.
Yep.
I don't want to go around the board and talk about the moves, but
there's so many of them.
You want a high level, just kind of break.
I'll just high level it. So we've got 3 different sectors that we'll be taking actions in. The first one being this seek support, and here is where we will do things like get volunteers. You can consider this kind of like our production, because some of these actions will allow us to look through our donor portfolio and collect resources based on basically what our tableau is telling us that we get when we take those actions. Up here in invest in mission, this is where we're going to procure ourselves some PR, and we're also going to be spending sponsorships and PR to I guess just like really get our campaigns out there, right? Thematically. It's also where we train our staff. So we're going to be sending our interns and our officers to seminars, conferences, institutes, and just leveling up their skills so that they're that much more powerful when they go out to do things.
We only want effective executives.
We want effective executives here, right people, right seats, right?
Yep.
And then finally, in the public sector, we have 2 things that we can do. The first one being grant applications, which is like the crux of doing any nonprofit work. You got to know how to write grants and get that money. So we'll explain that as we get to it, but essentially we're going to just be trying to get some grant money by sending our officers out there. And then we have our collective impact, which thematically is supposed to be like us working together in the community to do things, and then we're rewarded for that what this will allow us to do is to submit our money and transform it into impact ahead of the time we would normally do that over the course of the game. And then we also get an extra bonus if we choose to do that in advance. So it's kind of a way to say, like, don't save up all your money, like you're putting it back into, look at the impact we have, like before we're actually assessed on it.
It's all about your rep and your impact.
And so like very high level, this game is all about like, you want to get money, but you don't necessarily want to spend too much money. You want to acquire the money and then turn it into impact. So if you think about it like as all these different things are resources, you have like volunteers that will help you to pay for things in some cases. Your PR will help you pay for things, but in order to get that PR, you have to do things that might cost a little bit of money. So we're going to be trying to balance this whole, don't spend too much money, but try to get money and try to save it so we can turn it into impact so that people like us and people don't hate our nonprofit. All the while hiring and upgrading officers and paying them salary, but not too much salary, because then people will start to not like our corporation too much, or not our corporation, our nonprofit, right?
Yeah. Oh, we forgot we each have a cube on the start.
Yes, we do.
So grab one.
Oh yeah, here you go. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's pretty high level, right?
Yeah, I think so. So we're going to play over the course of 2 years, right? So 4 quarters, and then year end, and then 4 quarters, year end, game end.
Right.
And that's really just your player winning at the annual report. It's just you basically on your turn you take an action.
Yeah.
And you basically have to place one of your officers out on the board.
Yep.
And when you run out of officers, that's it. You're done.
That is it. Yeah. And like we said, you only start with like a lowly director, level 1 director, and some interns. So I guess I will. Oh, it's like, where do you even want to start? I guess I'll send an intern out too. What can I get for I could just get my sponsorships. So here you can recruit volunteers. You'll get as many volunteers that are in your portfolio. So like we both start with 1, plus another 1. Depending on who you send out to these also will increase what you're getting out, which is kind of neat. But maybe I'll just start here. I'm going to visit the service club with my intern. Oops, sorry. We're going to lay these down so you guys can see them. So that will just straight up get me 2 volunteers and 2 reputation. Where's my volunteers?
Those are gold.
The gold ones, right? Up
yeah,
here. Okay.
They're like solid.
They
gold.
were like, there's like a glare on them. So. All right, cool. So I've got some volunteers. That's so good. And then my reputation's going to go up too. Now this is something that, I don't know if you have my board, but I'll explain really quickly how this works because it's not like super intuitive. So your reputation track is here. Along the way, you have these little hands that come out, and those are what the game calls asks. So they're going to increase your ask value, and we'll explain what that means later on, but it's sort of like another value that you're looking at when we're trying to pay for stuff. As our reputation goes up, we're going to hit these green arrows. We're actually going to skip over those on the way down this way. I'm at 2. And then this arrow is going to shift depending on what it's looking at. So like as it works its way around the track here and I pass over this 1, it's actually going to flip over like this and point back to the 1 to let me know how much ask value I have. Bonuses, yeah. Now this track also will be working in the other direction. So every time we spend money, it's going to be moving back this way like so. And in that case, you're not flipping over these. You're going to stop on the brown spaces. And when we get PR, or when we spend PR, it'll go up. So again, really encouraging us to spend PR, not money. But if we do spend money, then we're not losing it as quickly as we're gaining reputation when we do go to the right on the track.
But technically that arrow is facing the 0 because that's where your bonus is right now.
Oh.
It always points at the bonus that you currently...
I thought this was the only one that wasn't like that.
No, because you haven't passed...
I haven't passed the 1 yet.
You haven't passed the 1 yet. So until you pass this, it still knows your 0. That's how you know what
I guess
the
that
arrow
makes sense.
means. Yeah. Okay. But go ahead, take your turn and let's...
I already
so you're done?
Yeah.
That's all of it? Yeah. All right, so...
Took the easy one.
Think about, do I want to hire somebody like out of the gate? and I like the MG,
Yeah.
the major gift officer, because they're good at getting my donors in.
Uh-huh.
So I'll send my director to go hire, and the director goes here, and only the director can go here. So he's going to hire an MG. So I put him on the. So I get my MG, and he's going to sit here and cover. So no other MGs can be bought this quarter,
Yeah.
or hired rather.
Okay.
So that's it, and I go up one on the salary track. Every time you hire, you go up on the salary track. So that was it.
Okay. Great. I am also going to hire some staff, but I'm going to hire a grant writer
Oh.
into my employ.
He goes
Oh,
out
he
here until we bring them all
hangs here
back.
too, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
you don't get them right
Yeah,
away.
that's right.
They're going through the whole.
They're going through the onboarding
negotiations.
process.
Yeah. All right, so then I get to go. I'll just go straight up here and get some volunteers. So I'm gonna get one volunteer plus one for everyone in my donor portfolio, and I only have one more. So I'm gonna get two volunteers, please.
Okay.
And you're go.
I need some money, but I don't have the stuff. So my intern only has an ask of one.
Mm-hmm.
It's so lame. And I have no money, so we can't do like training or anything.
No, that costs actual cash.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of cash on hand.
Mm-mm. Yeah. And you want to be careful of these events too, because like if you grab the event and you don't do it, you don't put the event on, then you actually get dinged for that, which is hard. All right. I think I'm just going to send him out and get him a campaign chair.
Campaign share.
Yeah, so he's going to go out and try and like solicit a campaign chair.
All right, so go get yourself.
So I'll get myself the big head honcho
He goes in your board
in my
room.
board of directors.
And he's good for the year.
Yep.
Campaign chair. So if I do major sponsorships, I get one for every one of these in my portfolio. So I have one sponsorship. So I guess that goes there.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Are
That's
you out?
it. I'm
All
out
right,
of people.
yeah, so that's quarter end. So recall the officers at the quarter end. So now we get all of our dudes back, so we can actually do some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to put the +1 in my MG because he's level 1.
Oh yeah, I should do that too.
Yep. So he's a level 1.
One.
I get my interns back.
Yep.
We got some. Okay. So
Okay.
I believe I get the thing.
No, I don't think
Advanced
there's
grants. So there's no grants out there. The quarter counter, we are in Q2.
Mm-hmm.
Replaces stakeholders and businesses. So these are all gone.
Yep. And you get the annual report.
Oh, I've got the annual report. Very good.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Oof, those are big. Okay. And that's it. Turn passes to me. So I will take an action. I'm going to go down and... So the master... the major gift ask. So I'm going to do an ask. Right? So I'm going to send him down here. As many of us can go here as we want. So I'm going to try to get one of these donors. So the ask cost is here. 2,
Yes.
5, or 6, or 8, 12, or 11. It's really high because my dude is only worth one ask.
Yeah, who are you sending? Your intern?
My MG.
Your MG. Yeah, he's only worth one. Unless he's going to, he's going to an ask. Yeah.
He is going to the ask. So let me give you the special ability on the MG.
I think he gets 1+1.
Yeah, so he gets +1 per level to base ask value.
Yeah.
He excels at cultivating large donors.
Yes,
so he's
he
already
does.
a 2 value. Because normally anybody going here would be a level 1 to start, but at level 1 he's already a +1, so he's 2. So he's got 2 ask power. So if you look at the cards, I can afford that right off the bat, 2 ask power. I could also donate some PR to it, but I don't have any PR. I haven't generated any yet. So I'm going to spend his 2 points to buy.
Oh, okay.
Why are you on
my card?
Oh, I didn't know you had a special one in mind.
Special one
I could have also powered it up by sending one of my board members, because they have some negotiation power, but I don't need that. So this donation card coming in has $2 I'm going to get. So if you pass me $2, please, as well as instantly gain a board member. So I'm going to get a second board member into my boardroom.
Very good.
Boom. So you have enough to hold 10.
Okay. And you refresh that right away.
No, you don't. Only the events you do.
Yeah,
Yep.
sorry.
Yeah, these are limited for the
right.
for the quarter.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to go out here, and I'm also going to make an ask with my director.
Make an ask of yourself?
Also with 2. Probably. We'll see.
He gets a +2 because he
+2.
copies the level 1 ability of all the officers.
Yeah, so I'm gonna, but what I want has an ask value of 5, and I have no PR to spend to help make it cheaper. So I'm gonna also send my campaign chair and my board member. So they're all going in.
They're going to squeeze.
They're going in hot, and they're like, Dr. Francis and Francis France, we need you. That's literally what their names are.
Oh, nice.
So.
Dr. Francis and Francis France. I guess that's the card you want, right?
That's the card I wanted.
It's appropriate.
It is appropriate, but it's pretty cool because it's going to give me, I don't feel like anybody can see this right now, it's going to give me 2 volunteers into my portfolio. So when I do that later, those will be part of my production, I guess is what you could think of it like. Yeah. And I do get $5 for that as well.
Yeah, because when you call on your donors, they're the one, they put up 2 volunteers. That's kind of like their contribution.
Yeah, right.
Where mine was more of a get just money now, because Carolina is just a bookkeeper.
She is.
And she doesn't have a lot of scratch to hand out.
Oh, they're archaeologists.
Oh, there
what
you
will
go.
they dig up next?
I don't know. All right, so that was your turn, right?
That is.
I would like to bring in more people. So many more volunteers. That's what I need. So I could spend money, $2 to level somebody up, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend $2 because I have it, and I'm gonna send an intern. No, my director here, and the intern is who I'm leveling up. I guess I can send my intern there, right?
You can send your intern.
Send the intern there, and he's going to do, I'm going to level him up. So he goes to a level 2.
Yeah, this just means either you're a level 1 officer or an intern.
An intern. You can train him up to a level 2 of anything.
Yes.
Right? You're converting this, you're hiring the intern.
Exactly.
And he's already got the experience. So I'll make him an EP.
Okay.
So this intern's gone from the game.
Yeah.
He became an EP, which is an event planner. I turned that intern into an event planner.
There you go.
I'm going to spend $2, and anytime you spend $1, you go down 2 ticks on the rep track. Boom, boom. People don't like when you spend money.
Yeah. Well, every time you go down 1, you go down 1. So you spend 2, you go down 2.
Spend 2. Yeah. It's terrible. Mm-hmm. All right, but I do have a +2 event planner now, which is phenomenal.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. All right. I'm going to send my grant writer out. He's going to go up here.
Who's grant writer?
Grant writer. So how this works is I'm applying for a grant. You can apply for a county grant, state, or federal. Can you see? You have a good shot of that one up there? There we go. You can apply for county, state, or federal grants. You have these cubes that you'll put out. And you can pick. So you can only have one that you're working on at a time. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me, you can only be working on one grant of each type at a time. So they don't want your extra petitions. So you can select to go here in any of these spots. I'm going to go to the federal one right there. And what'll happen is this will tick up
every quarter,
which is great. And ultimately, when it gets to the $, you will be awarded either what's in the left-hand side or the right-hand side, depending on whether you went there with just a basic old officer or you went there with a grant writer. So, with a grant writer. And I'm going to put this up here to remind me that that's who I went with and to remind everyone else, because at the end of the quarter, he's coming back, but that grant is still being worked
Paperwork's
on.
been submitted.
Yep.
It's been submitted.
Yoten.
Okay. I'm going to send my director to recruit volunteers. So the director is going to be an event planner. So what's the bonus for the event planner, right?
What's that?
What's the
You get an
bonus?
extra volunteer.
Right? So
Yeah.
event planner gets you 1 sponsorship per level and plus 1 volunteer per level. So
Yeah, it tells you on your card too.
he's
Like
level
it'll
1.
show you, like you get an extra ask, extra volunteer, extra PR,
yeah. So yeah, he's getting the extra.
etc.
So he's playing that role of level 1 event planner. So he's going to get an extra one. So I'm going to get 1 plus 1 is 2 plus the 1 bonus for the event planner is 3. So I'm going to get 3 more volunteers, please.
Okay.
He's just recruiting up a storm.
I see that.
We need boots on the ground. That's what we need. We've got campaigns to manage. Go ahead.
I see that. All right. I think I need to. Yeah, I'm going to need to probably take out some kind of media outlet. Let's see. 1 for 2, 2 for 3, 3 for 4. Maybe I'll go here and do some publications. So I'll spend $4 out of my 5 to get 3 PR because I took out some. I went to some newspapers and stuff, so it's gonna bump me down $4. So
the
1,
public
2,
did not,
3, 4.
did not like that move.
Oh, you know what? They can kiss my butt.
Yeah, they were like, dude, what are you doing?
They're like, I don't know what you're doing.
All right, well, I've got 1 more action left, and I need some cashola. The only way to really get money in this game is through an annual appeal. Oh, I forgot to push this up twice on the for promoting my
promoting your guy.
my guy. So I'm at $3. I'm gonna do my annual appeal. Can I do it? Yeah. I gotta pay a PR for that, right? I can't afford that.
You just got a lot of volunteers.
I do. I do. But I can go 1, 2, 3. Man, I can't do anything. I can't do anything.
Why?
Not that I want to do.
Oh. Do something.
Yeah, so I'll do...
You can always do an unsolicited request.
I can, but it's like really
It's lame.
basic. It is kind of lame duck, right? Because... I mean, it would let me get something and then reset the board and then do an ask.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't have enough ask power to even do an ask right now.
Yeah.
But I
Did you
need
get
it.
your PR for going to your seminar?
No, I didn't. Can I have that, please?
There you go. That might help you.
That actually changes things.
There.
Yeah, because then I can spend my PR
Yeah.
to do the annual appeal,
Good.
which will flip this over. Now I'm going to get $2 per card, right?
Yeah.
Or $1 per
$1
card.
per card.
Is right? It's $1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get $4.
And you get to bump your rep up because you spent PR.
Yep, and I get $4. But you can only do this once a year.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, blue cards are worth $2, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know, our player boards are both different. So
What? Are they?
Yeah,
No,
like-
I switched them.
mine says blue 2, and yours
goodness.
is
Yeah, mine says
Yellow one.
1. Yeah, it also has a dollar sign right there.
yes.
Yeah, we switched them because the salary was different on our other boards.
Yeah. All right.
Whatever. You
In
win
any
some, you
case,
lose some.
I'll take
Just
my
check the
dollar.
book.
I'll check the book. I think it's $1.
Okay, let's see. I've got one intern left. What do I want to do with him? I don't really have enough money to send him to training now. I wanted to go here. I'm going to take out a volunteer ad. Get some more volunteers. So that costs a PR, which is going to send me up. Oops, this goes this way. And then I get 5 volunteers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Your turn. Well, actually, you're out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's $1 per card, but if you send the communication specialist,
Yeah.
you get $2 per
Okay.
card,
That's what it is.
which
Great.
neither of us have that.
Okay.
But that's it. So you're done?
Yep.
So we bring back, we're going to do all our things. Recall our officers.
Yep.
So now you're going to get all your people back.
Yeah, now your board members, if you used them, they actually go on the table, and
Yeah.
it's called like
Dancing on the table.
dancing on the table.
Replacing our businesses and our stakeholders. Get some new donors out.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, shoot.
What
Darn
happened?
it. I wasn't prepared.
For salaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Darn it. I
This
didn't need
is
all that
no
PR.
Good.
But can't we pay PR as money for salaries too, or no?
No.
You can't.
Only cash. So we did our recall. So we pay out the workplace
Sucks
campaigns.
already. Great.
There's no workplace campaigns. Grants quarter count. So this does get advanced though, your grant quarter counter, which
It does.
is good.
Yeah.
You're going to be player 1. So this is the end of Q2. So we're going to do payout, workplace campaigns, none
Which
of
we
them
don't
paid
have
out.
any.
And then pay salaries. So I owe
Yeah.
$3 to the bank.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So salaries that don't get paid.
I should have done this one instead. I don't want to have to fire anybody. Can I go back and fix it? Seriously.
For real? If you cannot afford to pay in full, you must lay off workers beginning.
Yeah, I'm
at
not
the
doing that. I'm
highest
taking
level.
this back. I'm taking this back.
Okay.
So
what are you
instead
doing?
of going and getting 3 PR,
Yeah.
I just would go to the 1 PR and pay 2 instead of 4.
You
So I
keep
get
$2
$2 back.
All
And
right,
now
then.
I've got enough. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'd still get 1 because then
Yeah.
I'd have 2.
So now because you're at the 2 still, at the end of the quarter, you're supposed to get a board member.
And I would go up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What's that?
So if it's at the end of the second quarter, you get a board member. So you get a board member.
Because I haven't passed it yet.
Yeah, because you're not above it yet.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like helping you out.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the end of the quarter. Pay salaries. That's it.
Okay.
So now we go to the third quarter. All right. So it's just your first.
Great. Just great. 2, 3. Man, those asks are so high.
I think we each get one more board member because you're supposed to get one at the end of each quarter that you're here.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
no, I don't get another one because
You were up there above.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not though, so you should have one more board member. You should have
I
got
just
one.
took this one.
No, another one
Oh.
because.
I see. From the first round. Yeah, we didn't do it
first
second
end
quarter.
of Q1
Okay.
you should have got one, and end of
Yeah.
Q2 you should have got one.
All right. Let's see. So. It's a grant writer. I need to do an ask, but I just do not have what I need. guess I'll go here first. So I'll go here with my director to recruit volunteers. So he's going to get me 2.
Yeah. Plus however many.
Plus 3. So he gets me 5.
Oh, that's a lot of volunteers.
I got so many volunteers. They're like, I'm not doing anything here, but I love it.
I'm going to send my... I have an EP. Cool. I'll send my EP here. So my EP is level 2. So I'm going to get PR for 5 volunteers. So I have them doing a volunteer ad.
Yeah.
They're placing a volunteer ad. Costs me 5, right?
Cool.
No, is that get 5?
Let's get 5.
Oh yeah, that's backwards.
Yeah, you got to spend a PR to do that.
Oh, I don't want to do. I don't want 5 more. What am I doing on my dudes?
What? You could do events.
Events.
You could do this and get your PR for 4.
That's right. That is right. And I could turn in 5 of them and get
You could.
5 on the rep track.
Yeah.
That would be pretty crazy, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to convene an event committee, right?
Okay.
And that lets me get a card, doesn't it?
To do the event committee, yeah. Yep. You can take one face up, or you can grab one off
So
the
I'll
top.
put him here. Cost me 2 of my volunteers.
Yep.
Because they're going to go convene an event. And I'll take one of these. I like them all.
You like the big sandwich?
That is pretty, the big luncheon. Or a holiday party. Let's see. I think I have a close-up so people can read these along with us. Or maybe I don't. Bah! I don't. They're pretty good, but the cost is so stiff. Well, I definitely can't. I can't host the party.
Yeah.
I can't do an event. These are not good for me at all. I want my 2 guys back.
Oh my goodness. Okay. There you go.
Yeah, I'm not ready for an event. I don't have that kind of scratch. I have $1, so I need PR is what I need. How do I get PR? With money, right?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go beg for money.
You don't have enough money to go beg for money.
No, I can do it.
Oh, beg for money, guys.
Beg, yeah.
You mean here, unsolicited?
No, I'm gonna beg
Oh, okay.
the donors for money, right?
Oh, okay.
Because the what is he called? The master of the major gift officer gets a +1 automatic, so he's
Just
worth
ask
2.
to- Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's 2, and I could send 2 interns with me,
Okay.
or whatever they board members. 3, 4. So I could, in theory, get a donation from Ivan and Ivana Ivanovich. That's an ask of 4, right?
That's an ask for if I ever had one.
For sure. So I will do that, and they're going to give me $3 and 2 more board members. So I'll take $3. $3, please.
$3. Yes. Here.
All right, now I got some money.
I have no money to do anything. I don't know. I can do my annual appraisal. I don't have any PR for that though. Can't train anybody because I can't send them to the conference. So expensive. I mean, I could do my deploy volunteers. Maybe I'll do that. I'll send my intern there. And I will up my rep by deploying volunteers in this community for 8.
Wow, how many did you give?
I gave 8 volunteers.
Wow.
So what this means is I go up the reputation track 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now this points down to the 1, right? So there's all my volunteers. And then I did 8, so that's 2 sets of 4, so I get 2 PR for that.
Yeah, it's big. It's a big event.
Huge event. Your turn. Oh, and I can do this.
You can push up one of these tracks.
One of these tracks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pushing up this one.
Yep. So you're even closer to getting your federal grant.
I sure am. Need that.
That's a lot of money.
I know.
I probably should go put in for a grant myself.
Time's ticking. Processing times are so scary.
So but I need my EP. How do I get? My PR is like straight up money, man.
Yeah.
So brutal. But you need it.
You do.
I have time for another. Yeah, so I'll do that. You know what? I'm going to send my guy here, campaign chair, to get a big campaign chair. Boost some power. I need some big time donations.
Oh, see, this sucks. All right. My annual appeal will end up getting me how much? Just whatever these are worth?
Mm-hmm.
3? Right? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not great. I don't know why this is down there. It's weird. All right. I think I'll probably take this guy, my intern. And this is kind of messed up of him, but like, I'm gonna put an employment ad out for $1 and a PR, and he's like, "Why are you gonna go try to hire somebody? Like, I could work here just fine." And I'm like, "Look, dude, I would have to pay you a lot to promote you, and I can't afford that right now."
That guy goes out.
So this guy goes out here.
Yeah, he's not going to come in.
He doesn't replace him.
Yeah, but you don't get him yet.
Okay, and then
you go down 1 rep because you paid $1, right?
Yeah, but then I go up because I paid a PR, so it's like a wash.
It's a wash.
Yeah. So that's it. Your turn.
Yeah, that's beat. But that's the way to go out and get a quick hire.
Yeah.
Without your director.
Exactly.
So my director will actually go do it the right way.
Hey, nothing wrong with ads, okay?
No, I'm good. What do I want a communications specialist? That would be pretty good, actually. Communications specialist, level 1. All right, go ahead. Oh, I got to go up the salary track again.
I just don't understand why this history museum isn't like selling T-shirts or something to make some money. Like,
they should be.
They've got to be. Like, I can't send my grant writer to training. He's not going to make it on this grant application. I'm going to get a measly $6. I can't train him. This sucks. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, my whole plan is out the window. Because I'm going to get paid on that now.
Yeah, big money.
Which sucks. Not big money. I'm going to get $6. That's what I'm going to
because
get.
you're only level 1?
Yeah, because I pushed it because it was the only cube out there. And now I'm like,
Now it's
he's
too
not
soon?
even trained up
Yeah.
to like go do that. So it's like, I probably just shouldn't have hired this guy.
Can't you just go train him? Well, you don't have any money.
I don't
to
have any
train him.
money. I would have to not hire that guy. I keep forgetting that I don't get those back right away.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to send him out for like an appeal, get $3, and then go train my.
Oh, the annual appeal?
Yeah.
No, you have more. You have 4 cards in your.
No, I don't. I only have 3. Oh, I do have 4.
Yeah,
I
you
covered
start
her
with
up.
3.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this
That's
back then. So I'm not doing this.
Okay. Take your $1 back then.
Yeah.
And go do
Yeah,
your
I need
annual
that.
appeal.
That's right. So like, I'm gonna do this instead.
Yeah. It's gonna cost you.
It'll cost me a PR.
Yeah. But you get $4.
But actually, I spent a PR for this too, so I get that back. And I get $4.
Yep, 1 per card in your
And I'll just
tableau.
give myself a 5 for now.
All right, that's it. You just made cash.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do another ask with this guy, and I'm gonna send the rest of my board.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm gonna take this $6 donation.
Okay. And I'm gonna.
$6. 6. Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
I need my money, my funding. That was the whole purpose.
All right. Well, I can't make him a level 4, but I can make him a level 3
For $2.
for 4 because he's a level 1. So I actually have to pay the 2 to get him to this position and 2 to get him to this position.
Oh, you want to do a double jump?
I have to make it worth the money.
Oh yeah.
You
So
know?
that'll cost you $4.
It's gonna cost me $4.
Yeah. And you're gonna have to go up 2 ticks on the salary track.
Yeah. And
you're gonna go down 4 notches on the rep.
yeah. 2, 3, 4. But it still points at 1.
Yep.
That's how that works. And then I get to do this. Now, do I get both of these? Or do I just get this one?
Just what you picked.
Just this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Those are major events. Where's the major events?
That's over here. Yeah, so you just get to pick.
Yep, and I get to actually pick one. Ooh, a gala. Jeez. What kind of money do these people think I have?
Well, they know you put in for a really big grant, so.
They did. I know.
And they know it's about to cash.
Yeah. Wow, so many volunteers needed for that one. Oh, I don't want any of these. Can I just not take one? It says you may, right?
Yeah, you don't have to.
No. The thing is, if you don't finish these by the end of the year, you get really penalized.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we heard you were putting on this thing, and now you're not doing it. But it's like, I never have even $9. Like, what is this? Or 10 volunteers. Like, I'm not spending that kind of money. Charity ball. I guess I'll do a charity ball. That's probably up my alley, right? Here.
All right.
Okay, so that'll go over here. I'll just put this down here.
Yeah, it's like in your hand.
Okay.
I'm out of guys.
Okay.
But you?
Nope. I'm out.
All right, so we got to pull them all back.
Okay.
So it's just quarter end, so it's another just normal round. All of my all my dudes go on the table. We're dancing on the table. Everybody's dancing on the table.
Okay.
So my entire board is like, we're done.
Yeah.
All right. There's my intern. Get back here. Am I player 1 now?
Yeah. And this ticks up, so I get paid out on this, right?
Yeah, so let's do recall officers. We advance grants.
Mm-hmm. So he's a grant writer, so I'm going to get $14.
$14.
Plus a
PR?
Sponsorship and a PR.
And a sponsorship, yeah. That was big.
Yeah.
So this is now back to you. Yeah, this whole thing comes back to you. That
Thank
grant
you.
is done. Okay.
14.
Replace all these cards. There's good ones coming out.
Mm-hmm.
To get a business. All right. So we are now in Q4. Oof. I'm gonna get PR, so I'm gonna send my CS, my communication specialist, out here to do broadcast. It cost me $5. I will spend 5. I'm gonna go down 5 rep. 1, 2, 3, 4,
This
5.
sucks so bad. Well,
So
like
I'm gonna
I
get
don't even.
4 plus
When
1
when
is
do my
5.
board members come back?
At the end of the year.
The end of the year?
Yeah. Yeah, they're tied up. They're very busy. I need 5 PR, please. 5 PR.
I wish I
cubes.
didn't take this one. I might need a different one. 5 PR.
I just did this. I paid $5. And
Oh.
I went with my communication specialist.
Oh,
He gets
okay.
me 1
That's
additional
great.
PR.
Good job.
It's very expensive.
3, 4, 5. Okay.
but I need.
Listen, this event that I picked requires 5 board members, 8 sponsorships, and 5 volunteers plus $14. I'm never going to be able to do this. I simply don't have the board members.
I simply don't have the board for this.
Like, I'm going to lose this. Like, it's stupid. I'd rather just not take anything. Like, I can't commit to this.
Wow, 5 board members.
Who signed up for this? I got to fire that guy.
They must be active. They must be active.
What do you mean they must be active?
It means they can't be on the table dancing.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't want it.
Okay. Are you sure there aren't any harder ones?
There's like no easy ones. These are all huge.
This one doesn't require board members at all.
Yeah.
Neither does this one.
But it requires 4 PR, 10 volunteers.
Well,
Where am I supposed to get 10 volunteers from?
You better start
like, you need to get these at the beginning of the year and not in Q4.
Probably not.
So I'm just going to pass. I don't want one. I don't know if that's legal, but I'm not committing. I'm not signing anything.
Okay.
Can't do these kinds of events.
Your turn.
Insane.
I did my huge PR broadcast, so that brought my company tremendous PR. Tremendous.
It's tremendous PR. Beautiful PR. Beautiful. All right. Oh, I never updated his thing, did I? So he's like a +3 right now?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
He's level 3.
Level 3 grant writer.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I'm going to send him up to do another grant, I think. And I'm going to send him to do the county grant. Just do a little quick project. Very quickly. Grant writer.
Very quickly.
Yes.
Very quickly.
Your turn.
Your turn. I would like to level this clown up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Send him here. My intern is going to become for $2. Oh my gosh, I can't do that. Yows. Okay.
Are you gonna do that?
I don't know if I want to do that just yet, I'll be honest. I don't think I want to do it. No. What I would like to do, that gets me 3 sponsorships.
Yeah.
Which sponsorships are okay? The PR is where it's at. I would love to take one of these projects.
Okay.
I'll take this one.
The luncheon.
The luncheon with the big sandwich. So, yeah, it's just going to cost me
$4. And you can use one sponsorship to pay for one of those dollars.
But I'll just use one. But I know it's sponsorship, 2 guys, and I can do this at the beginning of my next turn.
Yeah, you don't have to do it right now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
But you may want to because we're in Q4, so we're gonna do year end, and if that event's not done, you're gonna be out of luck.
Okay, I can do it before or after I assign my officers on my turn. It doesn't count as my.
Oh, you mean like on your next turn?
Yeah, I didn't mean next year, but I can do it now because I have the resources to do it. And you can hold an event before or after your placement. So it costs me $4, which I have 4.
Okay.
And I have to pay 2 volunteers.
Yep.
1 sponsorship, which I'll put here, and 1 PR.
Very good.
And I can't bump the PR up on this one because it only allows me a 1 times multiplier.
Right.
But this will gain me $7.
That's good.
So I just made a little bit of profit on an event. So completed events, and I get $7.
$7. There you go.
All right, so I spent 4, so I probably lose
You
1,
get
2,
lose
3,
4,
4, and I'm going to go back 1 for the PR I spent.
Very good.
All right.
You've been doing a lot of asks.
Let me ask you a few questions. This comes out. But I'm actually at an ask penalty.
Oh yeah, you are. That's not good.
Mm-mm.
They're like, look, you've been doing a lot of asking, not a lot of delivering here.
I know, clearly.
All right, I'm gonna do. I don't know if it's worth it. I'll do an ask with my intern. He's not very powerful, but he is gonna go out, and I have I have 2 because he has 1 ask power, right? And he's got 1. So I will go ask for a donation from Tommy Tomlinson for $2. That's a 2 ask. Thank you. Give me $2.
That's quite a donation.
Your turn.
I'm going to send my event planner here. And he's got a +2 bonus level 2. So I'm going to get 4 volunteers, please. And 2 reputation.
Oh, reputation, yeah.
Boom.
Okay.
1, 2. All right. So I'm at flat again.
Okay.
Or -1.
Okay. I'm going to take. Okay, I think I'm going to take my intern and train him up to a. Might as well do like a level 3. You know? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll train him up here. There. So I'm going to pay $2, $4, $6 to train him all the way up to a level 4.
From what?
From an intern.
So he's like,
And he's going to become
that's like 3 notches.
a major gifts.
1, 2,
person.
3.
It should actually go here.
Then you're.
I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4?
No, it's just 3 notches.
Oh, just
Went
3?
from 2 to 3 to 4.
I was here?
Yeah. That's it.
Oh.
He's gone.
Well, what about... So he would only be
2.
2? Like that?
If you did that.
Yeah, I'm going to do that instead.
Oh.
I thought I'd be able to get here because I... Oh, that's not even part of that, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay. Yeah, that's done. Okay. So he's gone.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. So I paid 6. I'm going to get 2 back.
Oh, you know what? I was giving myself.
And I have to 1, 2,
Rep for that.
3, 4.
Was actually impact.
And I get another stupid event card that I don't want. So no thanks.
Remember you bumped yourself up
8?
rep?
Yeah.
That's impact. Those are victory points.
Oh, it's the same head.
Yeah, but reputation is this.
Oh. So you get that now. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like pushing you up that track.
Oh. Okay. So do you want me to take 8 away from here then and put it over there?
That's really where it should be.
Okay.
Yeah, you're supposed to have 8.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right.
All right.
Seems weird. Okay.
Yeah. All right. What are you looking at?
It's your turn, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it your turn? I only have one guy left. So you just have a lot of people?
I have tons of people.
Okay.
I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and spend 2 PR to get me to 6.
Okay.
That'll bring me up 1, 2, and bring her in for $5.
Okay.
All right.
Very good. And I am going to go here and recruit volunteers for +2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's good.
It's very good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's it. I don't have any more guys.
All right.
You do?
No, I'm good.
You're out.
Yep.
All right. So we bring everybody back. Everybody comes back. Boom, boom.
Okay.
I recall advance the grant, so you get paid.
And he is at a level 3, so I'm going to get $6. It's a quick 6.
Mm-hmm. That's good. So we did all the advancing. We're going to replace the cards. First player marker goes. Then we're going to do payout workplace campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any, right?
Yep.
And then pay salaries. So I owe
Okay.
$3.
I owe 4.
2, 3.
4. There you
All right, so we also are doing year end, right?
Yes.
So we're doing the board of directors. So hold on, let me get the book out for this one.
go. Yeah, it's a lot.
All right. So here it is. Receive board of directors bonuses. If 6 to 9 board of directors, you have a quorum. Collect 6 money. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have a quorum.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have?
I only have 4.
Okay, so
Well,
if you have
and
10 or
one's a
more, you
chairman,
get $12.
so-
So you
yeah.
reactivate the board of directors. So all your directors, they all come back out. Your large one goes away.
Yeah, he's very busy.
Yeah, so he's out. If 8 or more volunteers recruited in resources receive 8 impact. Do you have 8?
I do.
So you get 8 impact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Event, but we don't have any events, right?
No event bonuses, right?
Mm-hmm.
You will lose rep for a signature event if you haven't held it.
Yeah. Do you get a bonus for your event?
You get
that
+2
did
rep
have?
for each standard event, or +5 rep for each major event completed. Yeah, so I get 2.
Okay.
No, 2 reps. Sorry. 1, 2.
Yeah. Convert.
Return any unused PR to supply and gain 1 rep for each return. So that's 2. 1, 2. Return unused sponsorships to the supply.
They're just gone.
Mm-hmm.
Convert dollars.
I
impact?
don't have any sponsorships. Remove any interns from the game.
Yeah, bye.
So they are now gone. Count money. Move ahead that many on the impact track and return the money to supply. So I have $10.
I have 15.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you've got 31. Reset annual appeal marker.
Yep.
So I get back to my norm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only had 7 volunteers. Advanced collective impact bar to next year. So that just flips. So we are in year 2 now.
Yep.
Discard all remaining stakeholder or business cards and draw new cards equal to 1 or more than the number of players, which we did. And then we go on to Q1.
Yes, year 2.
Year 2. Ooh, there you go.
Okay.
All right, so that was one whole year.
1 year.
And we just have to do another year similar to what we did. Maybe probably do some bigger, better events.
Yeah, it's you get more. I mean, more people are coming in. So even in this 4 rounds, you saw how it went from like, okay, this was like a 1 minute, 2 minute round or 2 minute round to
Right.
increasingly getting more complicated as you get more officers out to go do things. So yeah,
Yeah, so
it'll be a lot longer.
you got to see pretty much everything as far as what you can do, what the rounds go. I think we got it right for the most part. So,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a few little nuances with the rule book that could be tightened up.
Yeah.
There's some contradicting statements in there. I think there were like typos on what certain sides of the cards you should have
Right.
been applying and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
that we
aside from
noticed.
that, I think for the most part we pretty much get the flow of the game. And as you
Yeah.
see, it's more about getting the right resources to do the right things at the right times. And it's really...
Yeah, and again, it's all about that. It kind of like balancing what do I do and when and how to make the most out of what I'm able to get when your resources are just so tight.
Yeah.
And because you need resources to get other resources, you're just like, how, like, give me a break here, you know? So it's extremely tight and it's very smart.
Yeah.
And I need a lot more time with this one to
really for sure.
figure it out, I guess.
That's where I'm at too. It's like, I know how to do the moves and I know how to get what I need to get, but I don't know if I'm doing it in the best way.
Yeah.
Or in the right order for that much.
Yeah. I mean, I was trying, like, I don't know, and this is kind of just how I go about doing things anyway, I guess, is like, I just try to run like lean as possible. So it's very attractive to like want to get in all these officers, but at the same time, it's like I find myself almost limited in my capacity to take actions if I'm just spending so much money on having officers at my board or at my table. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, yes, I have more opportunities to do things, but I don't have the resources I need to actually do them well or maximize them. Yeah. So it's, I think, a good strategy to like not have as many people out.
Maybe.
But then again, like you need money to make money, but we're not trying to make anything.
You're trying to make just enough money.
We're trying to make just enough money.
Yeah. You want to keep it like net neutral, right?
Yeah.
You're bringing in as much money as you're spending, and
exactly.
But what you're getting from spending should be in your PR and your impact, right? Like ultimately. So, you got to see pretty much, like I said, the whole game minus the second year, which would have just been final scoring, which I don't think is much more than just what we did. For this segment of it, but at the end of the day, look, it's a complex game. There are definitely some things that are really hard to keep track of, and it's just when you talk about fiddliness, right? You can get fiddliness in design where you've just got so many unnecessary rules thrown in and things that just spin off of each other that it's really hard to keep track of where you're at. Or you could have fiddliness in not having a ton of clarity.
Yeah, right.
On like stuff like, okay, my guy's got 4 levels. What level was he? I need to apply that to this. But if it's this guy, he only affects this one.
Right.
And a lot of it's not on the board. It's on certain parts of your player board, but when you're actually applying it onto the main board, it's like, all right, so the GW guy goes here.
It's just, I think it comes down to like intuitiveness.
Yeah.
So it's like, if it's not intuitive, then it's harder in complexity, but not in like strategy, if that makes sense.
Right.
So it's like, we appreciate like really deep strategy, but we also appreciate having things come naturally and like graphically kind of assist you almost subconsciously as you're playing, so that you're checking in with yourself on different parts of the board to understand what's going on. Regardless of where you're looking, it's almost like you're looking in a rear view mirror and side view mirrors all at the same thing, so you can get all the information you need, if that makes sense. Whereas sometimes, like in this game, there are certainly things that are like this, like, okay, yes, I know that I'm leveling him up, but like I have to keep checking back to see what level he is, hope that this thing doesn't get pushed around somewhere, you know what I mean? In order to understand like what I'm able to do here. So, and I think if you play over and over and over, it will come, right? But certainly learning the game, there were some things that we were just like, okay, wait, how does this reputation track work? And like, when do we flip the arrow? And like, and then I can't get the arrow physically with my hand the right way.
Just
so
looking at the thing again, this symbol is reputation. So we were right. We were actually doing it right.
Yeah.
I don't know why
But there's like 2 heads.
There's 2 heads.
Yeah, I would say, like, I was as far as like thoughts go, initial impressions with this one, I really love the theme, and I really appreciate the strategy and the depth, and I want to keep bringing this out. For me, the art and the graphic design is a little bit prohibitive for me, only because I feel like I could see this graphically like laid out in a different way that would not only engage me more in the theme, but also make it a little simpler for me to understand and organize my thoughts as far as like what I want to do on the board. But that's, I mean, it's kind of just me being, it's me being me. I guess that's what you watch for, right?
Yeah, you look for things that make it easier.
Yeah.
I think some of the iconography is hard for me to place.
Yeah, right.
It's hard to explain. It's just that certain icons, usually I'm comfortable with being certain things.
Right.
And what I'm looking at, these things don't necessarily
like
say...
the pencil with the check?
Well, like
to me it looks like a checkbook.
Yeah, like that.
Not,
and I
mean,
it's
I
not
guess
a
maybe
sponsorship,
it's sponsorship, so
to me it looks like money. And so it's not... I keep forgetting that it's actually sponsorship because the sponsorship is a cube. So I'm just trying to put... It's hard to connect all those dots that make it easy to remember the little things and what the icons stand for. So that's why I have to keep going back to the references.
Right.
And it's making the game harder, but not harder, like you said, strategically.
Yeah.
But harder just in remembering what you're trying to do and how.
Yeah.
Because the icons aren't really telling you.
I think that's like, and not having been through the process of creating a game from start to finish. So I am speaking completely from a naive perspective here. But it kind of is like you have a really great game that you get all the way through, tested, balanced, works, and then you get to the part where it's like time for graphic design, and you're like, well, the game's good, so let's just go with what we have, you know what I mean? As opposed to where some companies will take a theme or a graphic design and then try to build a game around it. So I would definitely prefer this. Like, I definitely prefer, let's have a good game that is, something that's fun. But what would take it, I think, to the max is like a reprint with like just some like smoother kind of design, like you said, graphically. Maybe some of the iconography and stuff could be a little bit more, and I don't know if it was like we noticed like all the cards, they're kind of funny, but you don't get the feeling like I'm building the Natural History Museum, like what's going on, like what's the story. And I guess I'm at a point right now in my gaming life,
your gaming career,
that like I want to be able to sit down and really get into it and get excited about it and not feel like I'm just kind of like paying for things with other things and trying to get things and, all of that without the thing. I don't know. I'm a Euro gamer turned spoiled by good graphic design.
We're looking for the total package, right?
I know.
And like this game has a lot of promise.
Yes.
And I think with a few tightening up of a certain bolt here and there, it could be really, really good. Yeah. Right? Because there's a really cool theme here and a really cool mechanics here that really make you have to think, right? And then
the game is solid. Like the game itself,
really cool,
makes a lot of sense.
It's just really I found myself fighting the layout and iconography more than fighting the strategy. So it's kind of like
that's a good way. That was well put. That's how I feel too. Yeah.
So, but there you go. So look, I think it's definitely worth trying.
Yeah.
If you're into sort of those businessy type games, and I love because there's not a lot of them out there. So when I do see them come up, it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Especially something like nonprofit, like because it's a whole unique animal in itself. You're not just trying to make money. There's more. There's
exactly.
Which is really cool. So appreciate all the different components put into this because it really does give you a really cool feel of what it would be like to have to manage a nonprofit in this way. So it's pretty cool.
Very cool. All right, well, let us know what you thought in the comments below. This was actually released in 2022, so a lot of you have probably already played it, or you've been looking at it, or you might have thoughts about it, or maybe we did something completely wrong and you want to correct us. Please leave all of that in the comments below. We like to engage with you there and hear what you have to say too.
Yep. All right, so thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.
We'll see you.